Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Today's topic is the recent revisions issued by the FR Council to Parts 7, 16, and 37 of the Federal Acquisition Regulation. It sounds technical, but these changes could have real impact on government contracting.
Absolutely. The updates are all about improving how the government plans, awards, and manages contracts. Did you notice how they're putting more focus on acquisition planning?
Yes, that caught my eye. They're emphasizing earlier and more thorough planning stages. I guess they want agencies to be more strategic from the get-go, not just wing it.
That's a good way to put it. If you think about it, better planning up front could save time and money later. But I wonder, do these revisions actually give agencies more flexibility?
Good question. On paper, they encourage flexibility, especially by clarifying the use of different contract types. But in practice, agencies still have to follow a lot of rules.
True, bureaucracy never sleeps. Part 16's changes on contract types are interesting. They're clarifying when to use fixed price versus cost reimbursement contracts.
I like that. Sometimes contract types are chosen out of habit, not logic. Maybe these revisions will nudge agencies to think twice before defaulting.
And Part 37 is all about service contracts, right? There's a new emphasis on performance-based acquisition.
Yes, they want contracts to focus on outcomes, not just ticking boxes. It's like hiring a chef for a dinner party. You care more about the taste than the recipe.
That's a tasty analogy. But with performance-based contracting, measurement can get tricky. Agencies have to set clear, measurable objectives.
Definitely. If the objectives are fuzzy, everyone gets confused. That's where these revisions try to help, by pushing for clearer requirements.
Speaking of clarity, the revisions also mention better market research. Agencies are supposed to look at what's available before deciding how to buy.
Right. It's like shopping for a car. You don't just buy the first one you see. You compare features, prices, and reliability.
And for government contracts, that can mean looking at industry standards or even commercial solutions before going custom.
Exactly. Sometimes agencies reinvent the wheel when there's an off-the-shelf solution. These revisions encourage smarter shopping.
One thing I found interesting is the focus on sustainability. They're nudging agencies to consider environmental impact in procurement planning.
That's becoming standard these days. It's not just about price anymore, but also about how green the solution is.
But I wonder, will agencies really prioritize sustainability when budgets are tight?
Tough call. Ideally, sustainability and cost-effectiveness go hand in hand, but in reality, there's always a trade-off.
Another aspect is risk management. The revisions push agencies to identify and mitigate risks early.
That's huge. Ignoring risks at the planning stage is like ignoring the weather forecast before a picnic.
True, but some risks are hard to predict, especially with long-term service contracts.
That's where experience and good market research come in. Learning from past mistakes helps.
Speaking of learning, the revisions also want agencies to document their decisions better. Transparency is a big theme.
Yes, it's about accountability. If something goes wrong, you want a paper trail to understand why decisions were made.
That can be tedious, but it protects everyone involved. Plus, it might help contractors understand government expectations better.
Absolutely. Sometimes contractors feel like they're guessing what the agency wants. Clear documentation helps set expectations.
All these changes seem aimed at making the process smoother, but do you think they'll really make a difference?
It depends on implementation. If agencies embrace the spirit of the revisions, things could improve. If they just check boxes, not much will change.
That's often the story with policy updates. The rules can be great, but culture and training matter too.
Right. Maybe some agencies will become role models, showing others how to use these revisions effectively.
I hope so. It's like a relay race. One runner's energy can motivate the whole team.
Exactly. And for contractors, staying updated on these changes is key. It could give them a competitive edge.
For sure. Understanding the new rules means you can tailor your proposals to what agencies are really looking for.
So, to wrap up, the FAR Council's revisions are about better planning, flexibility, performance, sustainability, and transparency.
That's a lot to pack into a few updates. For listeners in contracting or procurement, it's worth digging into the details.
Absolutely. Maybe next time we'll talk about how these changes play out in actual contracts.
Sounds like a plan. In the meantime, what do you think will be the biggest challenge for agencies adapting to these revisions?
I'd say balancing flexibility with compliance. What about you?
For me, it's shifting the mindset from just following rules to genuinely improving outcomes.
That's a great thought to end on. Thanks for tuning in.
See you next time.
A special thank you to MarketUS.com for furnishing us this information.
Here's a question. How do we contact them?
Good question. You can reach them at MarketUS.com or call them at 954-636-3232.
Before we go, this deep dive was created by the MarketUS.com team.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Good point. It's right below the subscribe link.
Thanks for watching. I'm Nancy, your AI avatar. If you like this podcast, you can get one for yourself based on a website, YouTube video, or any source. Contact me to get a customized quote for your content. See you soon.